Catherine McBroom is opening up about how she feels about the fact that Austin got in the ring again. He's been obsessed with fighting and hasn't been able to let it go even after his big loss to Gibb last year. And it didn't get any better because yesterday the two of them fought again. And I don't think very many people watched it as it wasn't really promoted at all, and I'm not really sure why. I don't know if Austin thinks that he can just bring in numbers with his name alone or what, but he hardly promoted this fight, and it certainly showed when I saw clips of it going around on Twitter and people were wondering if it was an old clip or what was going on. Tons of people were like, I didn't even know this was happening. So I don't know if Austin just thinks that he can pull in people, but he can't. He really cannot. He should be posting this all over social media if he wants to keep this career going, but he lost. He suffered an injury to his leg, and so he was unable to continue. But before the fight even happened, Catherine actually got on her Snapchat story to vent about what this whole experience has been like for her, having to watch Austin want to do this, saying that it's been far from easy.
For the past couple of years, as far as like the boxing thing goes, you guys know I don't like it, you know, and I've been 100%, 1000% supportive of it since day one. Even though I didn't really completely understand it, but now I get it more. Last event was really hard for me, and I think today, like, you know, I've been pretty good this entire camp, and I'm just like, okay, like, this is your thing. I'm not focusing any energy on this anymore. Like, this is your thing. If you want to do this, I support you, but I'm just not putting any more energy. So I've been at peace this whole camp, and then just last night it hit me, and I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna get in a ring again. And like, no wife wants to see their husband in a ring. Like, nobody wants to see that. And so today I'm experiencing some PTSD from the last event, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I have not healed from that at all. And like, today it's coming up, and it's like something that I just have to go through. And I don't want to cry because I don't want people to I don't even know what you guys are gonna say. I don't really care, honestly. I just want to be me, and I just want to like share how I feel. How I'm feeling is really sad right now because I'm not physically there, even though I'm like telepathically communicating with him at all times, and I feel like I'm there for him. I'm just don't want to spend any more energy on this because it's just so hard. Like, no one wants to see someone get in the ring. It's so terrible.
Catherine goes on to say that she really doesn't understand it at all, and that getting in a ring and doing this is just stupid, and she doesn't like it. She's literally emotional talking about the fact that Austin wants to do this, even though he has everything he could ever want out of life. For some reason, he still freaking wants to do this.
I don't like it. I don't like this. But like, I get that, you know, like, Austin already won in life. Like, he has healthy parents. They're still alive. They're still here. He has kids that love him, that have unconditional love for him. He has a wife that adores him, that supports him through all seasons. He has good friends. He has a roof over his head. He has food. He has water. He has all the things that he needs. But yet this thing is like his own personal, like, his own personal thing for like his, like, I don't even know, like, it's his own curiosity for his development. Like, it's something that he has to go through. So, and I just have to obviously support him. So, by the way, I'm not watching the fight. I'm gonna stay in my car while the fight's on, and then I'll have my brother tell me the news because I can't even.
I totally see why she doesn't want to support this and doesn't want to watch the fight. So many people don't watch their partners when they're doing these fights. Like, Molly May said that she couldn't watch Tommy's fight. It's scary to see your partner getting whacked at. Like, that's just, who wants to watch that? And Catherine is talking about it like it's some sort of like weird karmic thing, which I'm like, karma? Like, I mean, are you admitting to like scamming your fans or something? I don't know.
This karmic is, this whole so karmic, even for me, like, this is actually really, the whole boxing thing is so karmic for me. Like, like, how humans are like low-key dumb. Like, what are we doing to ourselves? Like, this is so stupid. What is this even? Like, I get it's teaching me lessons, but damn, like, I feel like I've learned enough lessons in my life. Like, what the hell is this? Like, getting in a ring and fighting each other, like, how stupid is that? Think about it. Like, it's so stupid. It's so dumb. Like, what are we doing? Gosh. Like, I get there's a science, like, formula to it. Like, okay, it's like I'm trying to see, like, the quantumness of it and, like, the sacred geometry of it. But it's like, I'm kind of missing it on this one.
It honestly just sounds like Austin is chasing some sort of high and nothing can get in his way of doing these fights. I mean, with the way that she's even talking about the last fight being traumatic for the both of them, it's just crazy because that was a choice that Austin made. Like, he chose to still fight even though he was feeling super under the weather. And it turned out, because of his documentary, he literally exposed himself and said that he fought even though he had COVID. And it's just strange and almost sad. Like, why are you doing that to yourself? Just call off the fight, like postpone it. You can't fight in those conditions. Not even just because you shouldn't fight in those conditions, but think about the people that are working the event, the other fighter. You're literally contagious, and it's just like something that shouldn't be happening. And I still can't believe that he went on with that fight trying to pretend like he was okay to the commission and lied to the commission, made it seem like he was okay because they would not have let him fight. So that also just kind of has me like, well, you guys are really throwing this pity party for yourselves, talking about how it was really traumatic. Like, I'm sure it was, but you guys didn't have to do that. Like, the commission wasn't going to make him go out there and fight. They would have called it off.
The last event, I didn't really share like how traumatic that was for me in like so many ways. And it wasn't because Austin lost, it was because of everything leading up to that moment. Like, I was literally like on the ground hours before he got on the ring with like vomit all over me and water all over me because I was literally sitting in the shower with him while he was throwing up. Like, I just remember like looking at him and thinking like, you don't look like yourself, like you don't look like you. Like, I remember like feeling his skin and like it burned, like I had to like, I couldn't even touch him because he was so hot, literally like 105 fever, and just looked like out of it. For the first time I'd looked at Austin and thought like, he doesn't have it together, and like he always has it together, like he's always so strong, like he's always so strong for both of us, and he didn't have it together. And I just remember thinking like, man, like he is so strong. Like, he was like, all I have is one round in me. This is last event, and I was just like, okay, like I wish I could go for you, but I can't. You know, this was his fight, this his thing. Like, this is the thing that I've been supporting him with for years.
It's just interesting to hear her side of the story for sure. I mean, I feel like these fights have taken away a lot from them. It's where a lot of their lawsuits have stemmed from, and it's what they've gotten called out for the most in the recent years. Plus, their audience just doesn't seem that into boxing. They wanted family content, not people hitting each other. I think it's just really affected them so much, and I wonder if Austin will continue down this path or if he will realize that this isn't what his fans want, and it'll be a wake-up call to go back to other stuff because this just doesn't seem to be working out for him. This time though, the fight was not something that Austin personally organized. He was fighting under a different company, so he wasn't in charge of any of the events, so there wasn't that much drama surrounding it. He just had to promote it and show up, and I mean, he hardly promoted it, but he did show up, and I don't know if it was even worth it to. If he continues fighting, it might just be because he signed a contract with this new company that's hosting these fights, and he'll contractually have to fight, but we'll see. He did put out a statement after this fight and said on his Instagram story, first and foremost, I want to thank God. Thank you for giving me another opportunity. I also want to thank those who've been supporting me through my boxing journey. Means the world to me, truly. Not sure if I will be able to continue this boxing tournament, but always know I love you all. Lastly, Gibb, you better win this damn tournament, champ. You deserve it. Side note, every time Austin loses, he seems to be super humble and praising Gibb, and it seems very nice. But then last time, you know, he hit us with that, well, actually I had COVID and that's why I lost. And I'm just wondering if he's going to do the same thing this time around. Is there going to be a documentary about how he, I don't know, something happened with his ankle before he even fought, and he fought with a broken ankle and he just couldn't continue anymore? I don't really know, you guys. Austin is just so freaking unpredictable, but right now he's seemingly being humble, which is rare. But in terms of something happening in the future with Austin and a fight, it seems kind of up in the air as to if that is even a possibility for him. But I certainly want to know what you guys think about this. The fact that Austin fighting is bringing Catherine to tears, she clearly doesn't like it, but she's trying to support him as best as she can, and this whole thing just seems to be bringing them down. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.